Before you got to this earth, you knew everything that you would experience and go through. Understand, be troubled with, everything that you would experience, you knew about before you took physical form in this reality. God told you, divine guidance overall told you that they would be with you, that they would always be near. All you have to do is listen to their voice. Listen to the voice. Continue to dial in and tap into that frequency. We're with you through every part of it, through every process of it. You knew the good and the bad and the in-between that you would experience before you got here. And so, figuratively now, this journey of your life appears as a dark forest. And there are wolves and bears and owls and ravens, and it's cold and it's dark, and you're all by yourself about to walk through this dark forest. And before you walk through this dark forest, God told you, divine guidance overall told you that they would be there. Just listen. Listen. I'm right there with you through every part of that forest. And you go through that forest, and it's cold and it's dark, and you hear all these sounds and shit, and you hear all these things, and you're all by yourself, and you're hearing the leaves, and you're seeing the moon, and it's full glory right now. And you're afraid because you don't know what's happening, what it is, what's going to happen next. But God says, divine guidance says overall, continue, listen, focus, I'm here, we're with you, we're here, we're with you. You go through that process. You continue to move forward, you continue to walk, even in your fear, even in your apprehension, even when you feel so petrified to do anything, you continue to move because you continue to believe. And the moon goes then from its full glory to halfway, to a crescent, to no light. And through that process and that whole entire time, I continue to tell you to keep listening. Keep listening. We're here. We're with you. Keep moving. We're here. We're with you. You don't have anything to be afraid of. You don't have to be afraid of the darkness of your own forest. This is your forest that you're learning. This is all the pain and the troubles that you've experienced. Everything that's projected to your lower energy is what we're showing you, right now in order to build on your power. All of these things eventually teaches us to build on our power. And the moon goes from its full phase to its new moon phase, where there's no light and she's not in her full glory, she's hiding. But God continues to tell you, keep listening. We're here, we're with you, we're here, we're with you. And all these fucking werewolves and owls and shit and bears and whatever the fuck else is terrifying you because you can't see. And it's dark, and it's heavy, and it's difficult. But divine guidance continues to tell you, keep listening. Listen to my voice. Focus on me. We're here, we're with you. You continue to walk. And then you saw the moon go from its new moon phase to its crescent phase, to its halfway phase, to its full phase. And now you're able to see a little better in the dark. You get to the end of this forest, almost to the end of this forest, and sometimes this is when it gets its most craziest or its most really difficult level, right? But you've been through the worst of it already. You've been through 10 levels of it already. This 11th level now is about to push you more into the beautiful sunrise or the beautiful field of the glory now. Your true happiness, your true fulfillment, what you worked so hard for back there digging deep in your own fucking forest, in that dark ass forest that you had to walk through. that nobody could walk through but you. God says, keep listening. We're here. We're with you. We're here. We're with you. And then before you know it, it's over. And God is right there. That whole time, we look like adults. You know, we look like adults, and you know, we create these lives for ourselves and we do these things for ourselves, but God really sees us still as those knucklehead children, as that little bitty baby just learning to walk. You know, God sees us as a happy baby, that beautiful, happy innocence and joy and purity. That's an extension of God. We're an extension of God, but the pain makes us forget that. The trauma makes us forget that. The difficulty of understanding ourselves. It's difficult to understand your own pain. It's really hard to go through that shit. But that's what spirituality is. You know, we can make it look really, really pretty and really glamorous, and you know, oh my goodness, and oh, I'm spiritual. I have a crystal around my neck. I'm different. You know, we can do all this shit, but the real work is the real work, and the real work is no motherfucking cakewalk. You know, it's not an easy thing. Going through the darkness of your own forest is difficult to do. Every single day, you can experience a high, a low, and an in-between all in the same motherfucking day. And that shit can be exhausting to go through. But that's the process of understanding the darkness, going through your own forest, not being afraid of those werewolves, those bears, those owls, those crows or ravens, that motherfucking noise over there behind you on the side. You know what I'm saying? You think you're hearing extra footprints and shit, or footsteps and shit. You know, it's a lot to deal with. And they want to make you afraid. They don't want you to get to the end of it. They don't want you to get to the end of it. But God says, keep listening. Keep moving. Keep focusing. Keep remembering. Continue to remember. Just like God promised you, God was with you in the beginning, and God will be with you in the end. All you have to do is keep downloading and keep tapping in. Learning and mastering, and no longer being afraid of the darkness of your own forest, but embracing it. And realizing that it is through this experience how I gain my strength, my power, my mastery, my most centeredness. Everything that I thought was taking my power away from me has really helped me to understand that none of it held any type of power over me. It was only the false perception that it did. You know? So the walk is difficult. Going through this shit is difficult to do. It's not easy. You know? But it's worth it. That's one thing I can tell you. That's one fucking thing that I definitely could say is worth it. In whichever way it's projected for you in your life. Everybody's different. Being at peace with your own difference is what you're really trying to focus on, because we're all told that whatever we had before we even knew we had it, that it wasn't worth shit. And now, you know, we find ourselves in so many situations, so many experiences of trying to figure out what that means to somebody else, and not giving time to what the fuck it means to us. And that's what God is saying every single time, every single day. Your purpose is worth more than you realize. Your energy, your existence. You got the power and you got the strength to reach the end of that forest. To realize that it was only your own darkness that you were conquering. It was only what you were defeating now that could no longer, or that could never defeat you later. Because you mastered it, you conquered it, you healed it. You walk through. Your spiritual progression, your spiritual healing, your ascension, your development, growth and development. It's a worth it one. It's a worth it one. You know? So, that's all I want to say, y'all. I'm not sure how I'm going to piece this video together. I just kind of want to get that out to any of you guys out there that had ever or that are currently feeling like your forest is just so motherfucking dark right now. Keep listening, keep tapping in, keep using that fucking Morse code shit. You know, keep doing it. Every single day, every little bit, every day counts. It's not over. They just want to make you believe that it's over. It's not over. It's everything of what you can create from it. They don't want you to create anything with it. They don't expect you to. But God says you're more powerful than that. There's more power in you than that. You're an extension of God. You're an extension of divine love, light, and power. That's something that you have to understand. Understanding that is not easy, like I keep saying. I repeat myself a lot, y'all, but like I keep saying, it's not easy, but it's important. It's important to your life, to your purposes, to everything else around you. Those that have been and those that will be. So, I don't want to make this long. Well, all of that being said, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this random talk. Like I said, I don't know how I'm going to piece this together, how I'm going to make this, you know, try my best to piece it together, you know, because I was all over the place, but whatever. Thanks for watching. I hope that it helped you. I hope that it encouraged you. Your forest is something that you got to go through. But God is right there the entire time. Divine's guidance always is right there and forever present in your life and in your reality, even when it doesn't feel that way, especially when it doesn't feel that way. You have to realize and understand how deeply you are loved by God and how deeply your love truly, really runs for yourself and your worth and who you are. Just take the time out to understand it as best as you can, just as I'm doing, just as we all are doing. Or hopefully you're trying to do. You know, spirituality is not a fun thing to experience. Here I go rambling again, getting started again, but whatever. Y'all know what I'm saying now. Whatever the fuck, you know. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys again with another video.